sure to watch during the main melody. We like to slow it down sometimes, especially with a lot of repetition. So just make sure to stay with me, and if I start to push tempo, make sure to follow me, okay? Hopefully we'll be able to stay consistent, but make sure to watch it.
Do you plan on doing what you did at the start with the battery being really high? Or like normal?
Pull out about that.
Well, then, do you guys see me again?
Kind of how numbers work. evening, families and friends of the graduating class of 2022, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for Perry Hall High School. This event marks the successful completion of 13 years of primary and secondary school education. I am Dan Probst and will be your MC for tonight's commencement ceremony. We are so proud of our graduates who chose every day to bring their own sunshine, and we are looking forward to celebrating their accomplishments as they leave Perry Hall and begin the next chapter of their lives. At this time, in keeping with the dignity of tonight's ceremony, please check that your cell phones and other electronic devices are silenced. As we honor our graduates and celebrate together, we ask that you help us preserve the dignity of this occasion by maintaining the appropriate decorum and respect of this ceremony. Please applaud appropriately so that all students' names are heard clearly. A professional photographer will photograph each graduate as he or she receives a diploma. These pictures may be purchased at a later date. Fire laws prohibit guests from blocking the aisles to take pictures. Pictures must be taken from your seats only. Thank you for your cooperation. The Unsung Hero Award is bestowed upon an individual who quietly exemplifies strong character, hard work, and respect for those around him or her. This distinction is often given to someone who is a role model for others, and through service, kindness, and respect shows others what it means to be a Gator. Selected by the staff and fully endorsed by the student body, the recipient of the 2022 Unsung Hero Award is Trayvon Wallen. Trayvon will carry the school's 2022 banner to lead his class into the arena. At this time, would everyone please stand and welcome our distinguished guests, faculty, and the Perry Hall High School class of 2022. Ladies, gentlemen, and honored guests, we welcome you to the formal commencement proceedings of the class of 2022. Please remain standing as we honor our nation and those who serve it. Kindly remove your caps and let us join together to recite the Pledge of Allegiance, led by our National Honor Society co-presidents, Sophie Oshinkoya and Han Bondoc. Immediately following the pledge, please remain standing as class of 2022 graduate Mikhail Dashel performs our national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, let us give special recognition to our Student Council President, Shanshalpreet Kaur. Shanshalpreet, please stand and be recognized. We would now like to introduce our honored guests. We would like to welcome Dr. Darrell Williams, Superintendent of Baltimore County Public Schools, and Mr. Sam Mustafer, Executive Director, School Support Secondary. We would like to welcome our Board of Education member who is attending today's ceremony. We're pleased to welcome Chair of the Board of Education, the Honorable Ms. Julie Henn. Each year, we are fortunate enough to have an esteemed group of elected officials join us for our celebrations and special programs. This evening, we are pleased to welcome the Honorable Senator Catherine Klausmeyer, the Honorable Delegate Harry Bhandari, the Honorable Delegate Joe Boteler III, the Honorable Delegate Carl Jackson. Also, please welcome the Honorable Baltimore County Executive John Olszewski. And we welcome the Honorable Councilman David Marks, who is a Perry Hall High School grad, class of 1991. Please join me in recognizing Mr. Craig Reed, principal of Perry Hall High School. Mr. Reed has served the Perry Hall High School and community for the past 3 years, including guiding our school through the challenges facing the class of 2022. We are also honored to have with us Perry Hall High School's assistant principals, Mr. Mark Bykoskas, Ms. Terry Cohey, Dr. Roderick Harden, Ms. Stephanie Ortiz, Ms. Kathleen Watkins, and Dr. Carlton Ford. We would like to acknowledge the class of 2022 advisors, Ms. Heather Evans and Ms. Allison Norris. We would like to recognize and congratulate the class of 2022 officers, President Lily Hines and co-vice presidents Ashley Bradshaw and Ava Ware. We are also pleased to welcome Mr. John Pusateri and Miss Lisa Stone, graduation coordinators for the class of 2022. Dr. Darrell Williams, Superintendent of Baltimore County Public Schools, will now share his greetings with us.
Good evening, Perry Hall High School and graduating seniors. Let's acknowledge this wonderful group of young folks right now. So welcome staff, administrators, family members, and friends. To all the loved ones in the audience and joining via live stream, I know you're proud right now. We are too. You have stood beside your graduate with encouragement, tough love, joy and excitement, uncertainty, and now memories. So I thank you for that support. To our Perry Hall High School staff and administrators, thank you for your continuous commitment to our students and for building strong relationships and preparing our students to be college and career ready. You have created a strong program for all. Thank you, Principal Reed, administrative team, for your leadership and guidance during these past 4 years. The senior officers said to me that the staff and teachers create a positive, open, and creative climate, and teachers are great and build positive relationships with students, yet push the students to do well. So to the class of 2022, enjoy this moment. You've completed another chapter of your life and reached a milestone in your educational career. Your class officers describe you as a class that was excited about getting involved in senior activities. Many students participated in the Senate meetings and the fundraiser activities. Avid, AP, internships, and rigorous courses help to prepare you to be ready for college, career, or military. Your class officers also describe the supportive community and how many of the school activities help to bring the seniors together. There are many interests and differences, but you as a class strive to excel in academic and athletic performances as well as extracurricular activities. So please know there are no limits on what you can accomplish in life. You can achieve your dreams. We can't wait to see what you do next. So thank a teacher or counselor, hug a loved one, come back and tell us how you're doing, and reach back and mentor someone in need. Do your very best. Continue to follow your dreams. Continue to learn and explore, and keep making us proud. So we claim you forever as Team BCPS alumni. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. Please welcome County Executive, the Honorable John Olszewski, who will address the class of 2022.
Well, good evening, everyone. It is an honor to join you, Perry Hall, for this momentous occasion, and congratulations to all of you on this milestone accomplishment. Your graduation today marks the culmination of more than a decade of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Perseverance, persistence in doing something despite difficulty. And after these 2 years, class of 22, you know what real perseverance means, perhaps more than almost any other class of graduates that has come before you. Not only have you persisted through the challenges presented to you through this high school journey during a global pandemic, but you are now also stepping into a world that has fundamentally changed as a result of it. I am inspired by your strength and resilience and have never been more confident that our future will be bright in your hands. You know, more than 30 years ago, I started my own journey as a Baltimore County public school student. About 20 years ago, I started my tenure as a teacher in the system. And it's been a little while, but I still remember my own teachers just as I remember those former students. I recall fondly the passion for learning displayed by both, the incredible compassion and care so warmly shared by those who taught me, and the enormous capacity of my students to learn and grow. So to all the Perry High School educational professionals, thank you. I know how hard firsthand the work can be, but few understand just how much you've given to your students and families these past few years. You pour your heart and souls into our students, and because of your tireless commitment, they're walking across the stage today. And just this year, I added yet another BCPS connection as the parent of a kindergartner. And these past 10 months, I've watched my daughter begin her own educational journey, forming strong bonds with new friends, teachers, and support staff alike. You know, your parents were once in my shoes not so long ago. They sent you off to your first day of kindergarten, wondering what kind of person you would be and how your education would prepare you for all that's ahead. They walked you to school or put you on that school bus for the first time, and if they're anything like me, and they probably are, they haven't forgotten that first day. They supported you along the way, they encouraged you, they challenged you, knowing that that first day would lead to this day. So please allow me to extend my deepest appreciation and gratitude to the parents, families, and guardians in the arena and watching on live stream. Your graduates are here in no small measure because of the unwavering love and support you've provided along the way. Congratulations to you too. Let's give our parents and guardians a round of applause. So graduates, as you receive your diploma and prepare to take your next steps in life, know that now more than ever before, the world is relying on the passion, creativity, and innovation of young people just like you. Your success is truly our success. And we are confident that each and every one of you is equipped with the tools to overcome any obstacle in your path, forging a brighter future, not just for your generation, but all that come after you. So on behalf of your Perry Hall alum, Councilman Marks, Senator Klausmeyer, Delegates Bandari, Boatler, and Jackson, along with myself, on behalf of the 850,000 residents of Baltimore County, congratulations on all that you've accomplished. We are so proud of you, and we wish you much success in whatever comes next. God bless.
Thank you, County Executive Olszewski. Representing the entire faculty and staff at Perry Hall High School, Mr. Reed will now share his remarks.
Good evening, students, family members, friends, faculty, and honored guests, and welcome to Perry Hall High School's 58th commencement ceremony. Before I share some of the accomplishments of the class of 2022, I want to take a moment to recognize an honorary member of the class. KJ Brown was taken from us far too soon. KJ was friendly, artistic, and kind. And his family and friends will always remember his warm and wonderful smile. KJ's mom and sister and loved ones are here with us this evening, and we do hope that you will accept a small token of remembrance. Thank you so much for being with us this evening. Today, 432 students will walk across this stage. 51% of these students will attend a four-year college. 33 will attend a two-year college, and 6 will enter a specialized training school. That is a total of 90% of our students who will formally further their education next year. Another 7% of our students will immediately enter the world of work, and 12 of our graduates will enter the military after graduation. Will those students please stand if you're entering the military? Yeah, we may have missed it over the applause. If you're entering the military, thank you guys for your service in advance. Students of this graduating class are members of the following organizations. We have 44 members of the National Honor Society, 20 members of the National Art Honor Society, 9 members of the Quill and Scroll National Honor Society, 19 members of the Mathematics Honor Society, 20 of the National Social Studies Honor Society, 50 are members of the National Science Honor Society, 18 are members of the Tri-M Music Honor Society, 15 are members of the National English Honor Society, 16 of the National Spanish Honor Society, 6 in the National French Honor Society, 5 in the International Thespian Society, and 5 in the National Dance Honor Society. That's all in addition to 35 students who are in our AVID program, all of whom will be entering college in the fall. Some impressive numbers. I want to share one more impressive number with you. This year, our students received scholarships and awards totaling more than $12,982,000. I want to leave the class of 2022 with a short story, and it has a moral that I hope will stay with you for some time. Long ago, fire, water, truth, and falsehood lived together in a large house. Although they were polite to one another, they kept their distance. Truth and falsehood sat on opposite sides of the room, and fire constantly leapt out of water's path. One day they went hunting, and they found a large number of cattle, and they began moving the cattle to their village. "Let us share the cattle equally," said Truth, as they traveled across the grasslands. "That's the fair way." No one disagreed with truth except falsehood. Falsehood wanted more than an equal share, but kept quiet about it for the moment. As the 4 hunters traveled back to the village, falsehood went secretly to water and whispered, "You are more powerful than fire. Destroy fire, and then you'll get some more cattle for yourself." And so water flowed over fire, bubbling and steaming until fire was gone. Water meandered along, cheerfully thinking about the extra cattle for itself. Falsehood, meanwhile, whispered to truth, "Look, see for yourself. Water has killed fire. Let us leave water, who has so cruelly harmed our warm-hearted friend. We must take the cattle into the high mountains to graze." As truth and falsehood traveled up the mountainside, water tried to follow, but the mountain was too steep and water could not flow uphill. So the water washed down upon itself, splashing and swirling around the rocks as it tumbled down the slope. Look and see. Water is still tumbling down the mountainside to this day. Truth and falsehood arrived at the top of the mountain, and falsehood turned to truth and said in a loud voice, "I am more powerful than you. You are my servant, and I am your master, and all the cattle belong to me." Truth rose up and spoke out, "I will not be your servant." And they battled and battled, but the winner could not be decided. So they brought the argument to wind to decide who was the master. And wind didn't know, so wind blew all around the world, asking people whether truth or falsehood was more powerful. Some people said a single word of falsehood can completely destroy the truth. Others insisted, like a small candle in the dark, truth can change every situation. Wind finally returned to the mountain and said, I have seen that falsehood is very powerful, but it can only rule where truth has stopped struggling to be heard. And it has been that way ever since. So class of 2022, as you leave here today with your diploma in hand, I hope you will endeavor to always lend your voice to the struggle for honesty, integrity, and truth. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal Reed. Maintaining academic excellence over 4 years of coursework is a challenging task. These students have achieved the highest level of academic success with a quality point average of at least 5.0, taking the most challenging courses offered at PHHS. Therefore, these students have been recognized in the program with an asterisk next to their names. Graduates, find your names in the program. We now ask that those students noted with an asterisk to stand and be recognized as the top 10% of their class. Attaining the rank of number 1 or 2 in a graduating class of this size and talent is no small feat. This year, our salutatorian is a student who brings a wealth of musical talent and a genuine love of learning. He has been a leader of his peers and a highly respected member of this senior class. Please join me in recognizing the class of 2022 salutatorian U Bin Kim. Each year, the valedictorian earns the honor of addressing his or her fellow classmates at commencement. This year's valedictorian is a motivated, conscientious, and goal-oriented young woman with a bright future ahead of her. She is a talented musician who challenges herself academically by taking a heavy load of advanced placement courses. A member of multiple national honor societies and active in volunteer groups in the community, and a participant in statewide initiatives with the Maryland General Assembly. She represents all that is great about Perry Hall High School. It is my great pleasure to introduce the class of 2022 valedictorian, Tabitha Tamulevich.
Good evening, Perry Hall faculty, family, and fellow graduates. It's an honor to have the opportunity to speak to you all. Thank you for coming to this special occasion and for entertaining the ramblings of someone who has only made it this far in life by following the philosophy of fake it till you make it, which I plan to continue to do during this speech. I don't need to say that there are many things that are uncertain right now. You may be wondering what you're going to major in, what your career path will be, if you'll be able to make it through a graduation speech without having a heart attack. Okay, maybe that last one is just me. My point is that it's okay to be unsure and maybe even a bit scared. God knows everyone else is. I mentioned earlier that I'm a firm believer in the saying, fake it till you make it. My life got so much better when I realized that no one really knows what they're doing, not even adults. And I can say that because I technically am one, though parents, teachers, and politicians aren't excluded from this generalization. I realize that I've probably offended every adult here today. Don't get me wrong, you guys know what you're doing a bit more. But if you don't totally know, how can we be expected to? Now, I can already feel the glares of parents who think, understandably, that this isn't the healthiest mindset, and that maybe I shouldn't give such lackadaisical advice to the impressionable young adults that are the face of the future. But I don't say this to wreck anyone's confidence in others, rather, to boost confidence in ourselves. The importance of confidence was only recently realized to me when the school advertised a program that I found interesting. I was certain that someone more deserving would apply, and that they, of course, would take the one spot allocated to Perry Hall. Things didn't work out that way, partially because I was more qualified than my low confidence would let me think, and partially because I was the only person in the school to apply. Moral of the story, don't let your unfounded feelings of inferiority prevent you from taking a chance. Maybe you'll luck out, because everyone else was just as scared as you, but they let their discomfort guide them. Or maybe you're more well-suited than you may think. Achieving the confidence to take that chance, though, is easier said than done. This brings me to my little secret, which you may have already guessed: faking it. I believe that every successful person has done this, and is probably currently doing this. All graduates have been successful in navigating the minefield that is high school, so I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Even still, it's easy to compare yourself to others and think that you're the only one pretending to know what you're doing. But I promise that you're not alone in your uncertainty. So, as you walk across the stage to receive your diploma, remember that you earned it. Every student here today has made a huge achievement in graduating, but we're also just as confused as to how we managed to get here. So remember the hours spent finishing that essay, solving those math equations, even lying in bed in your pajamas for your Google Meets. Okay, I know we all just want to forget that whole experience, but I have to bring it up. Virtual learning may have allowed us to be more comfortable in the literal sense, but it was new and weird and out of our comfort zones, and we're awesome for getting through it. We are a generation forced to grow up amid substantial global change. So own it. Fake owning it if you must, and do it so well that eventually you may be able to convince even yourself. In the wise words of the iconic Elle Woods in her graduation speech, it is with passion, courage of conviction, and strong sense of self that we take our next steps into the world, remembering that you must always have faith in yourself. You don't have to be 100% sure of your next steps to have that faith. Simply put your best foot forward on and off this stage. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2022.
Thank you, Tabitha. The Perry Hall High School Chamber Choir will now perform Found Tonight. In relationship to the class of 2022, the song expresses the foundation of human spirit that these seniors exhibited through all the challenge of almost 2 full years of pandemic-affected school experiences. Despite great difficulties both in the classroom and in their personal lives, they persevered and gave of themselves to their academics, arts, and athletics. The results were the highest levels of achievement that both honored their effort and commitment and the tradition of excellence in the Perry Hall community. Through this work, they have succeeded in writing their own story, the story of tonight. And through their commitment to continuing to foster positive and deep relationships with their families, peers, teachers, and the community they have known and loved, you will be found. The music is a fresh and contemporary expression from a musical theater power duo of the ingenuity and grit of the human spirit. Its lyrical passion and soaring melody capture the hope and deep emotion of our desire to be in the community and to foster more authentic human connections. Please enjoy Found Tonight.
We may not yet have reached our glory,
but I will gladly join the fight. And when our children tell their story,
tell the story of tonight. They'll tell the story of tonight. Tonight.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere?
Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one could hear?
Thank you, Chamber Choir. It is my pleasure to now welcome to the podium the president of the class of 2022, Lily Hines.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lily Hines, proud and grateful president of the class of 2022. Congratulations, Gators. We are here to celebrate tonight. It is truly heartwarming to see all of your faces and the smiles of our families, teachers, and administrators here to support the graduating class of Perry Hall High School. All 400 plus of us have two important things in common. The first, we all chose the amazing big school for our high school adventure. Knowing that in choosing Perry Hall, we had full access to an incredible education, dedicated faculty and staff, extraordinary music and arts programs, competitive sports, and a broad club environment that celebrates all of the passions and interests of our student body. When we signed on to be freshman Gators, we committed to a community full of diversity, inclusivity, and unlimited potential. Secondly, individually and as a class, we have all overcome the trials of a global pandemic to arrive at this moment. The character of our class has largely been shaped by this event, which has taken over more than 2 years of our high school existence. We have learned compassion in caring for our neighbors, resilience in staying focused on tasks when the home environment and fears of a pandemic were great, empathy for the suffering and needs of others and the importance of being connected to each other in any ways we could be. Creativity in our time spent safely at home, hello TikTok, and thoughtfulness. What new ways we could show love to our friends and family without hugging them, like drive-by birthday celebrations. Collaboration. We connected via Zoom and Google Meet for almost everything, and innovation. I mean, our teachers and counselors turned the world around to ensure our success in virtual environment. What a monumental feat that was. I would offer that this shared experience changed us all for the better. After a virtual junior year came senior year with such an excitement and appreciation for the opportunity to be together again. With it being our last year, we could feel that everyone wanted to make every day count. From the full September class meeting to a packed senior breakfast on the last day of school, we showed up for 22 to engage, work, and celebrate. Our Winter Brawl at the Hall event packed the swamp with smiles and laughter, so glad that we could host a great time for our community. Preparing for today, I am overwhelmed with gratitude for this community. To our Senate and class advisors, thank you for selfless years of effort to support the class of 22. In normal times, our teenage years can be very difficult to navigate. Adding to it, the isolation and disruption COVID often caused hit many of us very hard. I believe that I speak for all of us when I give thanks to our dedicated family of Gator faculty and staff who moved mountains to care for, nurture, and inspire us in person and through tech screens of virtual learning. To my incredible, audacious, magnificent classmates, I'm so proud to cheer for every single one of you. We each took our own unique journey to get here, and Parallel High School has so well prepared us for the next chapter. It's the most spectacular privilege to meet you on stage today with my warmest Gator smile and congratulate you as you grow from senior to graduate in a matter of seconds. Please know, as your name is announced, I will be wishing you every joy and success in your bright future ahead. It has been an honor to be your president. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lily. The Perry Hall High School Wind Ensemble will be performing Music from the Incredibles by Michael Giancino, arranged by Jay Bocook. The seniors in Wind Ensemble chose this piece as a celebration of their meaningful time and experiences at Perry Hall. Just like the Parr family from the film, the class of 2022 stuck together through thick and thin. This piece will be performed without a conductor, symbolizing our graduates taking the baton and directing their own incredible futures. Please enjoy Music from the Incredibles. Thank you, Wind Ensemble. As we approach the conferring of diplomas, I respectfully ask for your cooperation in what really is the highlight of the evening, the reading of the graduates' names. This moment represents the culmination of 13 years of hard work, dedication, and overcoming challenges that none of us could have ever foreseen. It is a time where we celebrate and cheer our loved ones. When the name you are waiting to hear is read, enjoy your moment. But remember that the next student's family is waiting to have their moment as well. Therefore, if you choose to cheer, please be respectful and keep it brief. Thank you. After the last name is read here at CQ Arena today, we will celebrate by cheering loudly together for the members of the class of 2022. As a reminder, all of the members of the audience must remain seated throughout the ceremony. Fire laws prohibit guests from blocking the aisles to take pictures. Photographs must be taken from your seats only. Joining me as readers today, Ms. Heather Evans and Ms. Stephanie Plitt. I now invite Principal Reed back to the podium to present the class.
Ms. Henn, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Perry Hall High School, I would like to present the class of 2022 who have fulfilled all requirements established by the Baltimore County Public Schools and the Maryland State Department of Education and are now eligible to receive their diplomas.
Thank you, Principal Reed. As a member of the Board of Education of Baltimore County, I certify that these seniors have met all the requirements set forth by Baltimore County Public Schools and the state of Maryland. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare the class of 2022 to be graduates of Perry Hall High School. Congratulations, Gators!
For this? This is your moment. It's awesome. I love it. Ready? Tabitha Joy Tamulevich. Sophie Oceankoya. Hannah Isabel Kapili Bondak. Lily Frances Hines. Ubin Kim. Ava Lynn Ware. Ashley Lynn Bradshaw. Savannah K. Walter. Patrick Josh Ramirez. Akriti Roca.
Safa Usam. Fadil Adiate. Princess Alameni Puno de Castro. James Wiles Droder. Caleb James Dunkerton. Jordan Elizabeth Giansante. Patricia Riley Elizabeth Grochowski. Brennan Jared Eibner. Jackson Palmer Evans. Elias Bennett Harrington. Hilkiah Omede Alabi. Rachel Nicole Bills. Alejandro Benito Tenorio Culilong. Ethan Vernell Chavis. Zachary William Cogburn. Abigail June Fort. Nico Cameron Fukui. Jonathan Jeremiah Jimenez. Grace Ann Moore. Benjamin Emmanuel Smith Hicks. Skylar Michelle Hovatter. Jacqueline Bell Johnstone. Will Henry Kazmierski. Trayvon Lloyd Wallen. Ogechi Joy Amadi. Justice Elizabeth Barnett. Adam Philip Bartholow Jr. Jackson Emerson Clark. Logan Scott Corbin. Makai Nazir Dashel. Cole Addison Elmendorf. Erin Olivia Caskell. Braxton Craig Hemian. Tyler Renee Major. Michael Angelo Martinez. Lee Isaiah McNair. Abigail Rose Morawski. Jordan Alexis Quashi. Julia Ann Ryan. Jessica Miriam Abira Simanjuntak. Layla Samira Thomas. Angela Sue Min Kim. Kylie Elizabeth Korkoba. Manahil Karum. Riley Ann Jones. Maxwell Marshall Lewin. Mara Johanna Payne. Kamira Janae Peterson. Michael Joshua Rash. Allison Elizabeth Rizzo. Brian William Salzberg. Alyssa Riley Schuler. Coleman Robert Schweitzer. Faith Elsie Brooke Cedric. Dipsu Shrestha. Connor Tyler Thompson. Leah Kathleen Ward. Kevin Jung. Leanne Kirsten Braga Abad. Osama Ehsan Abbas. Jacob Luis Belen Abrenica. Johnny Acosta Rosales. Travis Taylor Adams. James Savion Addison. Isabella Christine Aguilera. Zara Athir Alanizi. Molly Vivian Alexander. Tatiana Marie Azur. Danya Mohammed Akahani.
Brianna Kalia Allen. Logan Scott Anderson. Lauren Ashley Andrews. Isaiah Thomas Armstrong. Aaliyah Marie Arroyo. Darius Marlon Arthur. Dipashana Aryal. Jana Muhammad Ashur. Reese Joseph Barr. Kristen Marie Bailey. Haley Nicole Balderson. Olivia Lolita Balthus. Tayana Carey Banks. Colin Robert Barclay. Caitlin Grace Baruch. Bradley Alexander Baxter. Gavin Mark Bedford. Nathan James Belanger. Rebecca Lynn Belhumer. Keegan Michael Blake. Kyla Alexis Bandura. Lindsay Nicole Blell. Stephanie Pauline Boyd. Noah Cy Boykin. Griffin Christopher Brannock. Emily Elizabeth Branzel. Tawai Simone Bright. Hannah Elizabeth Brittingham. Deshaun Marquise Brogdon. Christopher Jamel Brooks. Tariq Kevin Brooks. Jaden Nicole Brown. Karan Matthew Brown Jr. Lindsay Grace Brown. Nazir Aziz Brown Jr. Tanuja Budatoki. Christina Marie Bowl. Kennedy Anye Bullock. Kendall Elizabeth Burrill. Zachary Thomas Butts. Michael Alexander Campbell. Alana Rose Kepach. Rhiannon Elizabeth Carper. Brandon Julius Carter. Ian Nasir Carver. I ask Dr. Ford to confer the diploma to Anthony Frank Cataldi. Gerard Bruce Chase Jr. Jasnor Kaur Chatta. Kendrick Jamal Cheatham. Anna Chen. Kair Luther Clark. Jelani Brea Coleman. Faith Catherine Conklin. Alyssa Lauren Cook. Shania Jada Cooper. Sydney McKinley Cooper. Kaylee Elizabeth Copenspire. Trayvon Marquise Corbin. Wayne Gabriel Lungbe Cristino. Maikim Amuni Crosby. Tamia Daisha Crowder. Christian Iman Cunningham. Shivan Anjay Daya. Edward David Deansy. Milo Athor de Ortube. Niraj Dakal. Ratika Dakal.
Joey Dick IV. Tyler James Dickens. Michael Francis DeLillo IV. Sadabu Diak. Emmett James Dolan. Ricky Jerry Dunn III. Grace Nat Duong. Alexis Noel Dwarka. Nathan James Juk. Brandon Michael Ebert. Riley Ariana Eckelt. Alexandria Rose Edelman. Hope Ann Edwards. Divine Afanga. Colin James Egger. Zachary Matthew Eichelberger. Chidalu Jason Ekwanazu. Paul Brendan Amasialu. Josiah Emmanuel Epps. Riley Aaron Fell. Megan Christine Fennessy. Alexander Knight Flack. Haley Elizabeth Ford. Delaney Rose Forrester. Diana Elise Francis. Amira Sydney Franklin. Kanan Morali Frias. Kareem Lewis Frisbee. Abigail Elizabeth Fruling. Isabella Cecilia Folka. Dathan Anthony Garrison. Connor Adam Gatchell. Sanaya Rain G. Bilal Gosfan. Ekta Gamire. Raminder Gotra. Brianna Nicole Gillis. Isabella Rose Giordano. Lucas Gregory Glass. Sarah Rose Glock. Kayla Olivia Goings. Melody Yasmin Goche. Kylie Donna Goff. Sapphire Allah Goff. Michael Anthony Green, Jr. Allison Elizabeth Young Groove. Lindsay Brooke Hershey. Yahari Gue. Wuram Hall. Haley Elizabeth Hardesty. Madison Sherelle Harris. Matthew Jacob Harris. Nashawn Aaron Harrison. Nathaniel Reed Harrison. Madeline Rose Hartman. Luke Wentworth Harvey. Cooper Charles Halls. Alana Heather Lynn Heller. William Patrick Hennessy. Gabriela Nicole Hernandez. Matthew Edward Herzing. Haley Alexis Hopkins. Alyssa Elaine Hoddle. Alyssa Therese Howard. Dominic James Ayat. Firdaus Islamov. Sierra Dominique Jackson. Jalen Armando Jackson Crankfield.
Sophia Jafari. Kiara Jalla. Dylan Andrew Janowich. Alani Mia Jarrett. Kyra Amaya Jenkins. Shamaya Takia Jennings. Brianna Melina Alexandria Johnson. Mikhail Johnson. Jakai Malik Jones. Nikayla Larice Jones. Madison Marie Kale. Chanchopreet Kaur. Sheetpreet Kaur. Sarah Nicole Kowalsing. Nicholas Christos Kazakos. Sneha Kati. Swikriti Katri Casey. Samantha Elizabeth Kimbler. Jenna Marie Kirsch. Hunter Thomas Kurtz. Luke Spencer Coterdes. Caroline Grace Krivda. Alexi Nicole Kristofiak. Peyton Taylor May Lamb. Ariana Lynn Lapp. Jack Patriot Larkin. Jesse Enzo Lastimosa. Amy Tran Lay. Kayla Mackenzie LeBeau. Yasmin Monet Lefevre. Holly Ann Levy. Zakai Costello Lewis. Mariana Lima. Feng Ling. Michael Patrick Litchfield. Vincent Liu. Theo Rose Lloyd. Haley Marie Lopez. Dr. Ford, please confer the diploma to Aaron Dwayne Lucas. Aaron Aether Luis Lucis. Lillian Jade McElhaney. Mason Lee McCubbin. Wayne Francis Macharia. Daniel Gabriel Magdaleno. Kyle Rubio McGlinty. Aiden Ray Makowski. Connor Patrick Maloney. Benjamin Frederick Mangles. Makai Kanye Mason. David Anthony Matthews. John Stefanos Mavronis. Gabriel Bernardo Mayer. Alea Nia McCain. Cameron Lee McLeod. Andrew Brian McGarry. Aiden Ure McCaig. Mariah Lynthia McQueen. Aaron Nicholas McVeigh. Ryan Owen Mejia. Logan James Middleton. Tate Alexander Miller. Fajr Mirza. Savannah Janet Monroe. Gabriel Adrian Moore. Jared Xavier Moore. Nathan Jimmy Moore. Lema Samir Mustafa. Ibrahim Musa. Jason Sean Myers.
Michaela Myers. Sean Myron. Alexis Mary Nail. Aaliyah Nazar. Andrew Joseph Neff. Marcus Kane Newhauser. Shane Mason Newcomb. Ethan Andrew Newman. Riley Matthew Nera. An Yo. Jackie Wynn. Jenny Wynn. Aileen Jade Nichols. Carrillo Patrice Lopez Nunez. Fatou Niaz. Ali Salim Obeid. Ola Wathik Obeid. Kayla Michelle O'Connor. Kelsey Chamali Ofa. Aguia Akiman Ofori, Iowa. I'm sorry. Hannah Diane Ogwin. Renee Zion Ogunkoya. Ian Robert O'Daker. Dominic David Oreniana. Fernando Samuel Ortiz Borja. Lacey Catherine Oxendine. Corey Terrell Page Jr. Summer Lauren Palm. Anastasius Nicholas Pandelides. Apekshar Pariar. Aman Patel. Mason James Paterniti. Justin Dorian Peacock. Robert Joe Pearson III. Cameron Aiden Pena. Antonio Joseph Pizarro. David Phillip. Francis Phillip. Michaela Erin Phillips. Alvin Artip Pimpan. Tanner Nate Pimpan. Akila T. Pickett. Cameron Joshua Piper. Gabriella Riley Pitera. Brianna Larissa Portillo. Caden Joshua Potts. Emiliano Puentes Nino. Brian Key. Wesley Joshua Quay. Andrew Wallace Queen. Zaid Karashi. Ashley Janelle Valencia Rabino. Justin Thomas Rachuba. Sophia Rahim. Corey Tremaine Randolph Jr. Nathan Douglas Renault. Laura Michelle Reynolds. Jeremiah LeVar Richardson. Sophia Elizabeth Riegler. Christian Ivan Rios. Audrey Faith Roberts. Do you want your middle Diana Snesia Robeco. Jasmine Courtney Rogers. Cassidy Keandra Rogers. Randy Emmanuel Roman. Amira Sydney Rory. Sharon Rose Santistevan. Ara Sepkota. Gabrielle Sarong.
Tala Wissam Sawahi. Rashad Artez Scott. Justin Russell Scribner. Montez Cecil Scruggs. Trevor Thomas Seabolt. Delisha Sharma. No. Michaela Winter Shockley. No. Are you Jada? Sorry. Okay. Jada Monet Sealy. Delisha Sharma. Amrita Shrestha. Prajita Shrestha. Tiffany Shum. Talia Jasmine Tatiana Sly. Haley Natalia Smetana. James Malachi Smith. Kennedy Kristen Smith. Joseph McLean Smith. Troy Wendell Spence, Jr. Genevieve Demetra Stakis. Faith Ann Standish Palink. David Louise Steck, Jr. Melanie Lauren Stills. Eric Douglas Self. Nicole Ann Stizza. Myeris Anaya Stocks. Ashia Thais Strong. Kaylee Ann Stilts. Matthew Kern Sunderland. Amal Taha. Sushan Dappa. Brooke Ann Thurlow. Kayla Desiree Tilton. Kayla Chanel Trogdon. Emma Rose Tolentino. James Robert Tolentino. Sina Saya Tulachan. Alexandra Demi Venetti. Jaden May Vidalian. Surreal Santosh Wagner. Carly Faye Wagner. Ashley Faith Wildhauser. RJ Walker. Kevin Wang. Kayla Marie Waters. Jaden Michael Watson. Shakira Tashamore Watt. Damian Matthew Welsh. Annalyn Nicole Wyant. Logan Anthony Whiteman. Ryan Jordan Whitfield. Emma Gabriella Williams. Paris Daleen Williams. Shakira Williams. Shawnira Jamia Williams. Travian Israel Williams. Tylen Cecil Williams. Lillian Marie Wise Johnson. Jacob Hannon Wadkowski. Anaya Adabunke Womack Nosakire. Noah Tamrat Wandai. CJ Yeager. Christopher Nicholas Young. Grayson Stanley Young. Maximus Stephen Zadera. And David Salam Kweku Amenya Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, the class of 2022. Oh, no.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, Perry Hall is full of memorable traditions. Lily Hines, your class president, will now direct you through two of the most time-honored of these traditions.
As our time at Perry Hall High School draws to a close, I ask each of my fellow graduates to turn his, her, or their class ring for the final time as a high school senior. Now, class of 2022, to mark the completion of our journey as graduates of Perry Hall High School, please turn your tassels from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. Congratulations, we have arrived.
Thank you, Lily. We will conclude our ceremony with the singing of our alma mater, performed by Mr. John Pusateri and the Perry Hall High School Chamber Choir. Immediately following the alma mater, the recessional will occur. Please honor your graduate by remaining seated until all of the graduates in the stage party have recessed out of CQ Arena. You will be able to join your graduate outside on the patio where you entered the arena. Please stand for the performance of the alma mater.
Loyalty and honor to our alma mater.